Guys, so we have an urgent information coming out. US Nuke Sniffer airborne over the Mediterranean Sea. This is like the second one in the past, 5 days? There was another one, but it was way up there towards Finland. And Russia is supposed to test launch a very powerful missile. They call it the Fire Chernobyl, something like that. The Fire Chernobyl or the Flying Chernobyl. But yeah, we are definitely seeing a lot of nuke sniffer happening and out there in the Mid East and also in the towards Finland territory. So we're gonna see what's going on here, guys. Once again, please share this video. For those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and a PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Thank you again for your support. The United States, US, has deployed a Constant Phoenix aircraft over the Mediterranean. This aircraft has one job: sniff for radiation from either a nuclear or a leaking reactor. The flight radar pattern shows where the plane is looking. That's kind of strange, though. That's really strange. I mean, it's two things. It says here this plane has one job: sniff for radiation or nuclear weapon, or again, leaking reactor. So I don't know if they test launch something there and they sniffing for radiation. But it's kind of strange. They got the nuke sniffer out there. So why look there? Unless, of course, maybe they picked up something being carried by prevailing winds and are tracing it back to origin. If it's up here, either someone's playing with matches they shouldn't have, or Washington think they might. Okay, I want to bring this information up really quick. So here's another very important news. So U.S. Air Force WC-135R, the Constant Phoenix, also known as the Nuke Sniffer, is prowling the Mediterranean off Libya and Egypt, hunting for any hint of nuclear test or leaks. I don't know, guys. Something is not good here. So the other day, Lindsey, the senator, he said it's time to repeat history. What happened in Japan, we should do the same thing to the Strip, which means dropping a very powerful equipment. You guys know what happened in 1945. The sleeping giant dropped the Fat Boy, and it dropped the other one too. So Lindsey is suggesting we should drop one in the Strip, which is not a good thing. It says here, this Cold War era bloodhound doesn't bark. It sniffs for radioactive particles mid-air, whether from a bomb going boom or a reactor going oops. If it's up there, if it's up here, either someone's playing with matches they shouldn't have, or Washington think they might. Yeah, something strange is going on there, guys. So you have Libya and Egypt. And again, a few days ago, there was one, I think near Finland, if I'm not mistaken. All right, we're going to go with this news here, guys. Since we are talking about the Mediterranean, close to the Holy Land, this is happening. Boom! Holy Land carries out surprise drill in preparation of the Strip military operation. All right, let's see what's going on here. At the same time, I'm going to throw this one too, guys. Thousands of furious Holy Land citizens demand end to ban biblical war in the Strip. I, I'm with them too. I agree. This biblical war is leading to famine. It's leading to pestilence. It's sad. It's just sad. It's absolutely sad. A surprise exercise titled Dawn, meant to test the readiness of the Holy Land Military General Headquarters and main command centers, began on Sunday, the military announced. Under the direction of Chief of Staff Lieutenant General, I'm going to skip the name, the drill is meant to test the heat of the moment readiness and abilities of the Holy Land military to deal with large-scale strike. As part of the exercise, surprise scenarios and multi-scene events will be practiced in all possible theaters of war, the military explained. The Holy Land military comptroller, brigade general, and others and his team will be expecting and judging the reaction time, both in quality and capability. The Holy Land military will continue and initiate a series of audit activity across all command branches and units in order to approve their competence and readiness, the statement concluded. Now, this operation comes as the Holy Land military continues to strike on all fronts, including striking a Hezbollah, again, I'm going to skip their names, on Saturday night. All right. So we're going to go with the next one. Thousands marched to the streets. Thousands furious. Thousands of furious Holy Land citizens have demanded ban and his biblical war on the Strip ahead of the leader's controversial upcoming operation to claim the Strip. All right, so you guys already know they doing their exercise. That means that they're preparing for the next step, which is taking over the entire region. Now you have thousands of furious Holy Land citizens are demanding ban. You better end it. Don't proceed. Don't go further. Just end it here. Ben, 75 years old. Man, 75? 75 years old, has been accused of plunging resident of the Strip into mass famine with tactical blockades, causing the passing of hundreds of pallets, with the Holy Land military accused of taking out desperate men, women, and young ones, clawing at the aid that makes its way through. Now, guys, I heard that they are airdropping, the food and stuff like that, but I guess they airdropping it. I think the stuff is in a crate. Now, information is coming out that they are airdropping it where the tents and where everybody is staying at, safety zone. They're airdropping it there, and it's destroying the tents, and it's just tearing up the place. And also there's been reports that those crates has fell on top of young ones. I mean, just imagine looking up in the sky and then it falls right into like the shelter, and it's falling all over the place. And that's what the Holy Land is doing, from what I heard, which is completely wrong if it's happening like that. It says here, despite forging ahead with the approval of much of the country at first, Holy Land citizens growing tired of the biblical war have descended on major population center as Ben prepares to enter the biblical war next stage. Now, striking new images from Holy Land show campaigners, among them former innocents, using code words, demanding an end to the biblical war and the release of all those in Hamas captivity from the Gov doorsteps. It comes after Furious, I'm gonna skip his name, issued a desperate plea on Sky News to save the young ones in the strip. Save the young ones. Pictures from the Holy Land show groups of people numbering in their thousands descending on the Holy Land capital during the major demonstration. The legions of people can be seen, hefty, massive placards, many sporting images of Holy Land hostages like, I'm going to skip their name, who were recently featured in a video released by those groups. Now, this person, 24 years old, was taken by the group on October, and his appearance in the video ignited fresh calls for the release of these innocents. They're facing famine. And again, Ben still not negotiating with these individuals. I mean, that's the first thing he should have done. It's been almost 2 years, and the man still haven't done anything bringing those innocent back home. And they're facing famine. The entire population is facing famine. And it's very sad. And then you have all these people out there that just coming together telling Ben to end it. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing I noticed about this dude. He's not going to listen. He's not going to listen to his own, you know who. He ain't going to listen to no one. He barely listened to Donald. He just think about himself. Donald was really furious and said, end this now. I don't want to see or hear famines. And Ben, he kind of lied to him and said there's no famine. But yeah, Donald responded he was not pleased with that answer. Give me a second here, guys. Give me 1 second here. So here's the airdrop. Okay, so let me just read this really quick. 8 boxes may be taking out young ones. In central of the strip, allegedly a 14 passed Saturday after an airdropped 8 box. And the 4th passing in days from the falling packages. I just feel like Ben is saying, you know what, you want your food, then here, he knows that it's gonna impact him. Since July 2023, at least 23 has been out and 124 impacted this way. Countries began parachuting aid in mid-July due to the Holy Land blockade, but most drops land in empty or Holy Land control areas, fall into the sea, or crash into innocents. Aid groups called the method dangerous and useless compared to blockade land convoys, while hundreds of trucks wait at the border. 1/3 of the region population has gone days without, you know what. Holy Land Biblical War has taken 61,300 and left the enclave in famine, with the IC, you know what, warrants issued for Ben and Gallant over alleged biblical war crimes. Now Donald is protecting Ben from the IC, you know what. It's very sad. It's very sad what's going on. And I do believe it's wrong. But again, what do you expect? You got Benny in the spotlight. And look, I stand with the Holy Land. I stand with the Holy Land. But I just, now with Benny. And for those of you that don't know, Ben said that he doesn't need Jesus, that he is a JEWS. So this is where we are right now, guys. And I'm going to keep you updated with this news. But please do me a favor. Please pray for the young ones out there. And pray for a lot of people. And I mean, this has to end. I mean, Donald, again, you're going after Putin and, you know, saying that the biblical war is out of control. But you're not going after Ben. that biblical war in the Mid East is a lot worse than what's going on in Ukraine. It's a lot worse. Now ask the people up there in Ukraine if they're facing famine. They're not facing famine up there. They're not facing famine. All right, but Benny, I mean, it's a whole different ball game. So again, please continue to pray for the innocents out there. I will keep it updated when it comes to nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. All the information will be in my Twitter page. The Twitter link will be in the description box. Share the video. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Faith and trust in Jesus Christ. For He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.